Hello everyone, welcome back to Paasolo creation video tutorial, and this is a beginner's tutorial. I started from part 1 or episode 1 up to episode 17. Now we are on episode 18. On this episode we are going to learn some cool important tools that you need to know before we start do some real example of design in Photoshop. So from here you can go to File, New, or you can click on Create New, and a new document will open for you. From here we can choose maybe A4, A3 under print, and let's say A4. Then you click on Create for a new document to open for you. So the white areas are what we are going to work, and with this we are going to learn some awesome tools that you need to know, or some important tools that you need to know. So the first one is the move tool. So maybe if I draw something like this, the background is white, that's why we are not seeing any color. So you can go up to the options at the top, fill, and change to any color, and you click on the move tool. So with the move tool you move your work around. Alright, the second one, go to your source file, make sure to bring this image into Photoshop, drag, leave it, and maybe I want to remove this back from this place and add to my document. So I will use the move tool. I will use the rectangular Marquee tool, make a selection around the image, use my move tool, drag, and leave it here. I can scale it up, hover over the edge and dragging. I can scale it up, hover over the edge and dragging to make it big and smaller. So you see, with the rectangular Marquee tool you make a selection, and with the help of the move tool you move to this place. And also with the liaison tool, it is also used to make a selection. Maybe I want to make a selection, I will hold and make a selection without removing my hand from the mouse until I'm done. Then I will leave it and the selection will be made around it. Then with the help of the move tool I will move it into Photoshop, increase it, and I can do anything that I want with it. And with the quick selection to another stuff, you look at it at our previous video. This one is also crop tool, you have already looked at it. And another amazing tool is the Eyedropper tool. Eyedropper tool is used to sample a color. Maybe I want this color. I will go for the Eyedropper tool, click on it, and the color will appear here. That means it has sampled the color for me, and I can use the color for anything. Maybe I want to apply the same color on this to my rectangle or my square here. So I will go to my layers and open the rectangular tool. Then you see that immediately I get outside the box or the dialog box that opened for me. You see that the eyedropper tool automatically came. Then I can select it, and you see that the color just appeared. I can select anything else, and you see that the color just applied for me, and I'll click OK. So maybe I'm working with this image, and maybe I want to sample the color with the attach. You see that the picture is hiding because it is beneath some of the layers. So if you want it to appear fully, you just have to drag it up and you'll be fine. So maybe I want to apply the orange color here to fill my rectangle too. Just open it, and with the help of the eyedropper to click on it, and you see that the color just sampled and filled the rectangle too for you. So that is how it is used. And another important tool I would like you to know is right click on the gradient here, and you see the paint bucket tool. It is used to fill colors. Maybe I want to fill the background with this same color. So with the help of the eyedropper tool, I'll sample the color from here or from here, and with the help of the paint bucket tool, I'll just click on it and the color will be filled for me. I can sample a different one, bucket tool, click on it and the color will be filled for me. So this is how this one is also used. And the blur tool, if you look at it, it is used to blur images. And the pen tool, it is used to make selections. It is used to, you can use it to make a shape. So make sure you are on shape here, then you make your style. Let me delete this one. So with the pen tool, you can use it to make a selection around image. Also, you can use it to make some cool shapes like I'm doing. But first of all, make sure you are on shape here and you draw your shape. After you are done, you see that the shape is already filled here, so you can click on it and change the color to anything of your choice. So pen tool is a pen tool you can use to do anything. What you use pen in school for, you use it to write, to draw, and etc. And with your rectangular, rounded, ellipse tool, we use to make shapes like the triangle tool is used to make a triangle too, and you see that the image will appear. And the hand tool is also used, maybe I have zoomed in and when I grab the hand tool, I kind of use it to drag around. So you hold it and you drag around, and the zoom tool is used to zoom in and zoom out. So basically, this is some of the tools you will need when working or when making a design in Photoshop. And the last thing will be maybe eraser tool. Maybe I want to erase some part of the rectangle. I can't erase on a smart object, so I have to rasterize the image first, and I can use my bracket tool, square bracket tool, to make it small or big, and I can start erasing. I can reduce the opacity. With the opacity reduced, I can start to blur the background and the rectangle together, kind of transparent rectangle, something like that. So mostly what people do with it is that maybe I have this image in and I want to blur it together with the background. I can use my eraser to increase the opacity to maybe 55 and right click and rasterize the layer, and increase the brush size using the square bracket, and I kind of able to blend the background and the image. So you see that it's like it is combined together. So anywhere that you move it to, you kind of see that the image and the background is kind of mixed together. And with the same image, but when you use the eraser tool to do this kind of job, this one becomes destructive. So to make it undestructive, you add a layer mask to it. Then with the help of your brush, then increase the size using the square bracket. So with the mask selected, make sure here is white, so make sure your fore color is black. So even with smart object, adding a mask to it, you can work on it without rasterizing the image, and we kind of blend the image together. Let me increase the opacity, and you can see that. And this one, you can always go back. I can change my foreground, and let's say I want some part in, I'll just paint it back and the image will start showing. Alright, so thank you for watching this video. These were some cool important tools that you have to know using Photoshop. So in the next video we are going to take example and we will design according to that. We will take example on how to design maybe election flyer or any design at all that will come on the way. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure to share, subscribe